You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Land vs. Sea. Land vs. Sea is a 2021 title. It's not something I own. It was something I was looking to play because I was actually considering buying it. It's designed by Jean-Paul Jacques. Thank you, Rob.
Yep.
Good Games Publishing is the publisher. It's a very light. It says it's a lightweight game, but reading the rule book, I struggled.
What did it say on the back? Like read the rules, learn the rules in 90 seconds or something like that?
Right. It was like learn the game in 5 minutes and teach it. And we just didn't. And maybe because we played 3-player.
Didn't happen.
Right. It's intended to be either 2 or 4, and then it has a variant for 3. But it worked out. So the mechanisms listed for this game are enclosure, map addition, network and route building, team-based, and then tile placement. Right. So tile placement, you're going to be drafting tiles to place onto the board, and each tile has either sea space on it or land space in any combination. So a combination of sea and land on each tile. But not only that, each tile is going to have some symbols on it. Those symbols can be actions, right? So you're going to trigger some actions on those tiles based on which ones you draft. And then it talks about networking and route building, and the way that really works out is each tile also has pictures of either coral or it has pictures of mountain ranges, and then it also has pictures of caravans, like camel caravans, or ships. And based on how you place these tiles at the end of the game, you're going to score. So you're going to score for every completed landmass if you're the land player. You're going to score for every completed sea mass if you're the sea player. So you got to really enclose it to complete it. Then you're going to score for a certain network of tiles, right? So looking at a group of tiles, how many caravans versus how many ships are there will determine if the sea player gets ships bonus points or if the land player will get caravan bonus points. And then in the 3-player version, it adds these coral reefs and these mountain ranges. And the cartographer is the 3rd player. That's the variant. That player is going to get points based on how many coral reefs are built in a row and how many mountains are built in a row. So you're playing against your other opponents, drafting the tiles you want to place in order to try to close off your landmass with the number of points within it in order to score. It felt like it was going to be fun. Like I was excited about the idea of it.
Oh yeah.
But I think in the execution of it just kind of fell flat for me. It just didn't. I don't remember any real exciting moments. And it might have been because it's 3-player, and I kept struggling. Every time I felt like I was going to close off an area, either Mitch or William would go in and place a tile, then reopen that area up. And I'm like, oh, great. Now I got to go work my way around to try to close off this C so I can get my C points for it. So it didn't pop off for me. What about you, Mitch? You played.
Yeah, so at first I was kind of upset that I drew the cartographer because it felt like it's not land versus sea versus cartographer. So I was like the afterthought, But I actually do think that the cartographer was probably the most fun because for me it was a completely different, not rule set, but a goal. And so the fact that I was what I think is probably the most exciting one and I still didn't like the game really tells me something about it. If I want to play a game like this, I'll just play Carcassonne. I would, I'm sorry to be saying this for anybody who's watching that might be from the company, but I think I'd have to give it about a 2.
Oh, wow. That hurts. So you really didn't enjoy this one. I didn't get a chance to play this one, but I know it's been getting pretty good reviews. I'm looking here at the BGG. It's a 7.6, so most people are putting it closer to an 8 than a 7. And I've seen some really good reviews. I've seen a playthrough of it. It seems to be enjoyable, but wow.
See, I was at a 5. I wasn't quite at a 2.
2 and a 5 still.
Mitch's won't play again. Me, it's mediocre. I will take it or leave it because it was okay.
Yeah.
It again fell flat. It just fell flat. It didn't, no exciting, nothing. Even though I did score the Whirlpool, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But it just fell flat. So we'll stop there on that one.
All right. Well, I'm not rushing to play that one then after hearing that from you guys. But I'll keep.
That's a glowing review.
Yeah, I'll just keep watching online and see how the ratings go on.
Right. I guess your Cascadia comments come in. Right. It's not so much about opening up because you really don't want to open up the board too much because you need to close things in
constantly.
So you're just getting less and less options for that one space you need to fill, and you've only got 2 tile stacks you can pick from. So you got 2 tiles you can pick from in order to close that out. And if you don't, you know that one of the other players is going to open it back up, and now you got to work.
Just an uphill battle the whole
Baby
way.
is in the corner.
Okay. I can hear you on that one.